Hello everyone. Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel, my bipolar journey. Um, Today's a bad day. Um, um, I spent most of the day um, just depressed and thinking about my life and thinking about everything I've been through um, in the Philippines. And it's been a struggle. Um, I don't know if I've said before, as you can see, uh, I don't even care. My hair is a mess. What hair I have left is a mess. Uh, I wear dentures. I don't even have them in, and I just don't care um, right now. And I'm sorry for my appearance, but I'm who I am. I'm real. The person you see on this channel is a real person. I'm not acting. I'm not doing this to get views or likes or anything else. Like I said, this is a more of a outlet therapy for me, and also maybe to help someone else going through the same issues I do. But I feel very alone here. Um, uh, I do have a family in America, but my family is very dysfunctional, I guess is the word. Um, um, I'm sorry. I've been crying most of the day. And I'm not crying because I feel sorry for myself or expecting anyone to feel sorry for me. It's just, thinking about my life. It's a sad life. It's pitiful because I did come from a loving family. Uh, when my grandmother was alive, and she passed away in 1997, our family was close. We had Thanksgiving dinner together, holiday together. But when she died, uh, everybody went their separate ways, and no one was close anymore. No one. We didn't have holidays together. Everybody had their own life and did their own thing, and it's been that way ever since. Um, so I don't get messages from family members or my sister, my brother, nobody, from my birthday. Um, uh, if something serious was to happen to me while I'm here in the Philippines, it's just me. I don't have anyone that I could call and say, hey, can you help me out if I have, this emergency, or if it's a medical emergency, I'm on my own. And if I can't solve the issue, then, I'm basically, uh, depending on how bad it is, I'm dead. And that's just the honest truth. And people may say, well, why would you put yourself in that situation? And I had no choice but to put myself here, because it was either here or living in the street, or a tent in the woods, or like like a lot of people now in America that are living on a fixed income that can't afford the basic apartment, much less, you know, just the basic necessities of life, everyday life, whether it be shampoo, toilet paper, um, things like that. Um, it's just virtually impossible. So I had to figure out something. I had to figure out a way to try and better my life. So I came here. But my life here, yes, as you can see, I have a place and a roof over my head, and I can pay my bills here. And, but I have to pay for my medications. I don't have, um, insurance that covers these things. So everything I pay has to come out of my pocket. So, when I look at it, it's scary in some ways, but it's not in others, because I do have a roof over my head. Um, I am not in the street, so I have to weigh the pros and cons of my situation. And even though I'm very lonely, because uh, I kind of isolated myself, because you know uh, trying to find someone I thought would be easier here in the Philippines, but it's actually not. It's I think worse, because everything's so wrapped around people looking for sex and all that type of thing, and that's just not what I'm looking for. So I'm just mentally and physically tired, and I've watched uh, on the other um, post I did, or video I did, and I think I got one subscriber and 44 views, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing things right. I don't know uh, what the niche is. Um, you know, uh, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm not exciting enough, or maybe I don't have all the special things popping up on my screen and thumbnails and all these, and I just don't know how to do all that stuff. I'm just a regular guy uh, trying to get a point out there, and you know, yes, I'm on a fixed income, and if my videos did good and I made a couple of $100 a month, to me that's huge, because it gives me that little extra to stick back, because if something was to happen to me, uh, I have to have money to cover getting into the hospital, because they require just a minimum. I think the last quote I got was 15,000 pesos before they will even admit you in an emergency. So, and from what other foreigners tell me, they come to your bed with the ATM, not ATM, but the credit card machine, and they want you to charge what you owe or what's owing. Um, and there's been stories of foreigners having to get on the phone with family members and all this other stuff, trying to pay the bill. And I'm just thinking about myself, and I'm like, God, if I was in that situation, what would happen? I have no one to call. There's nobody that seems to care about me and my family. And I love my family. I love my brother, my brothers, my sister. And I've sent my sister messages for a holiday or whatever, and I don't even get a response from it. And I've not done anything to my family to try and hurt them or say any mean things or nothing. I don't understand their concept of family. But, I don't know. I can't change it, evidently. But yeah, I worry because, I have health conditions. I have heart disease. I have high blood pressure. I have cholesterol and things like that. And even though, you know, uh, when I came here, I was like 240 pounds. Now I'm 180. And I lost a lot of weight. But unfortunately, the damage of being so overweight, uh, the damage is already done. So now I still have to deal with that. Um, I was taking insulin before, and when I got here, and now I don't have to take it. So that's a good thing, and I'm sure saves money because I no longer need it. Um, and so that's good. Um, I really want this channel to do good. I want to feel like I'm making a difference in my life, and maybe find some kind of purpose in helping someone else. I have a very kind heart, and I care about other people, and I'm not a selfish person. God, it's hard to breathe. But I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for all that. I'm just a real person here, and just trying to survive, um, and having bipolar and all that, and it's not easy, um, because I think about giving up a lot, and, I tried to take my life 2 years ago here in the Philippines, and I don't know. I thought maybe because it wasn't successful that God had another plan for me, but I still don't know what that plan is. But I don't know. It took a lot to make this video. Takes a lot of willpower, and because